Respected parents and the dearest students, Assalamu alaikum. This is me, Behroz Ahmed Khan, from the platform of Guards Public School 2. Dear students, we are here to study computer science of class 9th, and this is lecture number 6. Today we are going to study the internet, advantages and disadvantages of internet. In the last lecture, we discussed about the types of computer according to the capacity, according to the purpose, and according to the data they handle. And then we discussed about the use of computer, the impact of computer on society, e.g. business and workplace. So now today we are going to study the advantages and disadvantages of internet. So first of all, we are going to study the advantages of internet. Students, as we discuss about the advantages of internet, internet is the largest network of the world, and it has a lot of advantages as it has completely changed our lives. It has a great impact on the field of computers. When there was no internet, there was only computers, so it does not have a great impact. But when the internet was developed, when it came into existence, so the whole field of computer science was completely changed, because when you have only computers, these computers are very much helpful in computing or in performing calculations, saving files, or many other tasks. But you cannot connect your computers with each other. You cannot connect the computers even in the same room. But with the use of computer, you can now connect computers throughout the world. You can connect to any computers placed at any part of the world using internet. So there are a lot of advantages. Some are listed below. That internet is the largest network that connects the different computer of the world. You can be connected to any computer that is connected to the internet, and it is all in any part of the world. It also provides information services as well as ability to communicate with different people around the world. You can communicate with anyone who is connected with the internet. The information available on the internet is absolutely free, and that is very important thing, because if you find out search for the information in a library, books, if you search for books in the library, or if you search for example, if you search for any CD or DVD in the music library, so you have to pay the cost. But on internet, everything, every service is absolutely free. So now there are also some disadvantages of internet. There are a lot of disadvantages as compared to the advantages, but we have listed some of the advantages. First of all, the internet causes the excess use of computers, and that excess use of computer can be dangerous and damages to your brain as well as your eyes. Except that you have to waste, or you have been wasting a lot of time, that is precious time that you can give to your education, but you are giving this time to the internet, and it is the wastage of time. Except that internet can cause your computer to catch virus from the different websites that has virus hidden in different links. When you open the link, or you open the website and click on any link, so these virus are stuck to your computer. The computer catch these viruses and then cause data or memory loss. Okay, so the topic has been completed. Now we are going to discuss about a new topic, that is programming language. What is a programming language? Students, as a human has a language, every human has a language. Different nations of the world have different languages. The animals have also languages. The birds have also languages. Everything has its language, and same as it is, the computers, that is a machine, also has its own language that is unique to the other languages. The languages are called programming language, in which the computer is programmed. The programming language is a set of step-by-step instruction that direct the computer to do a task you want it to do and produce the result you want. Means a set of step-by-step instruction Step-by-step instruction means a set of instructions that are given in steps. Step-by-step instruction, what sort of instruction are these? These instructions are used to instruct the computer to do a task. When you want the computer to perform something, so you have to use these instructions in a step-by-step manner, and these instructions are given to the computer, then it will perform the task and produce the result you want. There are different type of programming languages. As the languages started, so there were only a single language, that is machine language. Machine language, that is also called binary language. This language only contains zeros and ones, and all the programming steps, all the programming is done. All the instructions are written in the form of zeros and ones. This is called machine language. These languages are used for specific computers. Every computer has its own unique programming language, and only this computer can use this programming language for taking instructions. Then we move towards assembly language, some modernized form after the machine language. The difference in assembly language, or you can say that the ease in assembly language, was that it moved from zeros and ones towards symbols, the alphabets, the numbers, and the symbols. These language, the instruction of this language is written in the symbolic codes. These symbolic codes are easier for humans to read and write as compared to the machine language, because machine language only contains 0 and 1s, that is only numerical, and a human cannot understand it until and unless he is a programmer. And then after that we move towards the high level language. High level language is the level of language that is near to the English language. The language is near to the human language, English language. The human can easily understand, read and write the language, the high level language. This high level language can be easily understood by any person who is known to the computer languages, who is known to the computers, who is able to understand or operate the computer. He will be able to learn or understand the programming language, and they are not written for particular computers. The important thing is that they are not written for particular computers, they are written for every computer. Now, what is source code and object code? First of all, source code. What is source program? Source program is that program that is written in the programming language. Which programming language? That is written in the programming language like assembly or high level. Source program is written in the assembly or high level language. Source program is given by the user. The user gives computer the program or instruction. It is called source program. The source program is written in the assembly or high level language, but this language is not understandable by the machine or computer. The user can understand the assembly or high level language, but machine cannot. The machine can only understand in binary language. So object code is known as binary language. Object code is known as binary language. So every program that is written in source source program must need to be converted into object program. So there is a topic called conversion of source program into object program. So to get the source code into machine code, the programmer must be transformed by a compiler. Compiler, or you can say that sometimes interpreter, is also used to convert the source code into machine code. Source code is what? High level or assembly, and into machine code. Machine code is also called object program. So first of all, before processing, the computer needs to understand the instruction, and for understanding it must need to be converted into object program or machine code. Then when it is converted, then computer can understand the instruction, and then it executes the program and produce the result. So this is called the object program, and source program and object program. Then we'll move towards the language translators. We talked about the translation of source program into object program, or conversion of source program into object program. So basically the task of converting source program into object program has been done by the language translator. Language translator are used to convert the source program into object program. Means convert the high level or assembly language into object program, yani machine language. There are three types of translators: assembler, compiler, interpreter. Assembler is simply translate the assembly language into machine language, and compiler is used to translate a high level language into machine language. But there is interpreter also. Interpreter also does same job as the compiler. It also translates the high level language into machine language. So the compiler interpreter does the same job, but there is a difference. The difference is that compiler translates the whole program into machine language, but in the case of interpreter translate each program by each step by step, statement wise. It translates each statement step by step, and then the statements are converted or translated step by step. But in compiler translate the whole program at a time, and then delete that program and load another program for the conversion. So these were all a topic that we have discussed, and it is the conclusion of whole chapter number 1. All the topics that we have discussed in all the chapter number 1, starting from the definition of computer, the capabilities, the advantages and disadvantages of internet, the impact of computers on society, the generation of computers, and all the topics, the history and development of computer, abacus, and taking to the Babbage difference analytical engine, and all the other things that we have discussed in chapter number 1. So today in lecture number 6 we have completed our chapter number 1, and inshallah from the next lecture, when we will go towards lecture number 7, we will study the next chapter, that is chapter number 2, computer components. So till then, I want you to take a review on this chapter and find out the notes that you want to discuss with me. Asking any questions or queries, you can ask me. You have a home task also that you have to do. That is, first of all, you have to write some impacts of computer on society, that is education and workplace, and you have to write in detail the types of computer according to capacity and data handled. And after that, you have to complete the task related to today's topic. Inshallah, I will give you the task in the worksheet. So take care of yourself. If you have any query, you can ask me. And taking to the end of this chapter, I will say you goodbye. Thank you. Allah Hafiz.